Hello, I am Alec. I am a consultant and I want you to be financially free. So, we're going to have some fun right now because we're going to show you Breaking Bad Lawyers Lawfare. All right. So, right now, we're just having a conversation. Okay. That's it. Real simple. So, just imagine you and I are just hanging out, having a conversation. We could even be having some coffee right now. Okay. So, I got set off with this bit right here because I was reading a case the other day, and this case was filed on 2/13/25, so February 13, 2025. And it was the state of Mexico and a bunch of other states versus, who was it going against? They were going against Elon Musk, Doge, and Doge, right? And Trump, right? That's who they were going after, right? So you had states going against a man and the people's president. Okay. That's what was going on right now. And it was so much fun, because they wanted to get a temporary restraining order, and we read the case, and it was just really boring. I mean, it's like every time we read these lawsuits now that are put together by attorneys, and whenever we see code and whenever we see statute, right, we're just like, oh my goodness, where did these attorneys learn the law from? Right. So this is why we got the title where it says Breaking Bad Lawyers Lawfare, right? Because everybody's afraid of lawfare right now. So let me set this one up real quick because God's word schools me. So this is who schools me, my Father's word. Okay. Check this out. It says, "Woe unto you, lawyers, for ye have taken away the key of knowledge. Ye entered not in yourselves." Repeat, ye entered not in yourselves. And them that were entering in, ye hindered. So you've been blocking people, okay? And we see that this is going on right now with what they would call lawfare. So check this out. Story time. I offer professional services. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this out there right now. I offer professional services, and I'm just gonna have fun right now. So here's the question: what is lawfare? Here's the answer. Lawfare is the use of legal systems and institutions to damage or delegitimize an opponent. Okay, so you're using the legal system. Who created the legal system? The people. Or to deter an individual. What is an individual? It could be a man or it could be a woman. It's probably one of the people. Or to deter an individual's usage of their legal rights. What are your legal rights? Don't matter. You need to just know what your constitutional rights are, your God-given rights, okay? So this is why we always come from the position of boss position, and we always operate from the Constitution. So first we see what our declared rights are in the Constitution, and then we see, are they interfering with any of our rights, okay? So now check this out. I have my agent because I wanted to talk about a lawsuit because, all these lawsuits are going around, and we know for a fact that there's professionals out there right now. They're afraid of being sued, right? We have example. So I was in the hospital, and we had doctors and nurses and, the administrators. They were afraid to move on anything that would benefit the people because they were always afraid of being sued. Right. And I was just like, why you guys act so shook? Right. I said, aren't you helping the people? And they were like, but I don't want to get sued and I don't want to lose my license. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I've never been around so many fearful people as much as I was when I was in the medical realm. Man, there's so many fearful people in there, but I digress. Let's keep it going. So I had my agent bring me back what a lawsuit is. I said, agent, create a lawsuit outline for me in simple terms, right? So I just have my agent. I said, go get this and bring it back to me and let's talk about it. Okay. So here we go. The agent said, here you go, sir. Here's a lawsuit outline in simple terms. And I said, thank you very much, agent. Right. So here we go. We're going to just walk it up and down the lawsuit. And this is what everybody's afraid of. And you shouldn't be afraid of lawsuits because they're fun. Okay. So check this out. For me, they're fun because they're challenges. Okay. Here we go. Number one, identify the dispute. Okay. Determine the issue that needs to be resolved, the controversy. Determine the issue that needs to be resolved through legal action. Scratch out legal and just put action. Okay. You want that action? Let's put it on paper, right? This could involve disagreements between individuals, businesses, or other entities. So we just like to have disagreements between the people. So a man can disagree with the man, or a woman can disagree with the woman, or a man can disagree with the woman, or a woman can disagree with the man. That's how it goes. It's just people disagreeing. All right. And we want to solve the problem. Check it out. 2, file the complaint. What are you complaining about? What's your issue? The plaintiff, the party initiating the lawsuit, that's the attack man, files a complaint with the court. So they put some documents in with the court. This document outlines the legal basis for their lawsuit. This is why we get bored reading lawsuits, because their legal basis sucks. Okay. It explains the harm caused and details why the defendant should be held responsible. Complaint forms are available from the court, or you can write your own complaint without using a form. We like to do that in the form of notice and affidavit, and we don't complain, we make claims. Okay, so check this out. Number 3, serve the defendant. Okay, so now you're going to serve the entity that you want to attack. It says the complaint must be formally delivered to the defendant. 2 people are going at it. This can be done in person or through another suitable method, such as mail, if the defendant agrees in writing. Okay, so we like to do things all in mail, right? So we always mail things off, registered mail, return receipt. So then we got that evidence. Okay, we got that green sticker coming back. All right, check it out. Number 4, respond to the complaint. This is the back and forth now. Okay, so somebody makes a claim, you have to rebut. This is called the rebut. So it's a game. You're going back and forth with words. Okay, check this out. The defendant is given a specific amount of time to file an answer to the complaint. You got to rebut, right? Detailing their side of this dispute. So each claim, you got to respond to each claim. Okay, if the defendant does not respond within the given time frame, they may face a default judgment. Okay, so if you don't respond within the given parameters, you lose. All right, check out number 5, discovery. We like to discover. It says discovery. Both parties exchange information and evidence relevant to the case. All right, you got to put the skin in the game, and you got to put the words on paper so everybody can see what's going on. Okay, check it out. It says this process can include depositions, also called testimonies, right? Interrogatories, those are questions, and somebody adds answers. Okay, and requests for documents. So you want to see things, you want to see contracts, and you want to see papers. Okay, that's what's up. So it's real simple. All you're doing is putting your words down. We do that in the form of affidavit, and we swear under penalty of perjury. And then you ask questions. We do that by asking a question like, who has all political power? Don't the people have all political power? And then we say, please respond, right? And then they never do, which means we win, right? And then we request for documents. And that's where we say, please show me where you have constitutional authority to trample on my rights, okay? And then they never do because they lose, okay? Check it out. Number 6. Trial. Okay, we like this one because this is about testing. Trial. If the case does not settle, right, so if you don't agree on terms and conditions, right, it proceeds to trial. Both sides present their evidence and arguments, and a judge, okay, the judge just is supposed to show the law. They're what you call the referee. So the judge is a referee, or jury decide the outcome. So the jury are the brothers and sisters called your neighbors. They're supposed to determine the facts at hand, right? So you get to present to your neighbors. And this is why we like practicing in front of the camera, and we like presenting information, because we act as if we're presenting to our neighbors right now, because we're trying to show you how to do lawsuit, right? Or what a lawsuit outline is, okay? And then we want to try. So like when we want to say, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would just like to present my case, right? I would like to lay out my claim, and I want to show you how this man or this woman trampled my rights, right? They trespassed my property because they had their hands in my cookie jar, and they were taking it in the form of taxes. And I don't like that. They were being bad public servants, right? And now we have to correct them. And I don't want this to happen to you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. So we're going to put this out in the court, right? So we want to lay it all out in the court so you can see what I can see, and then we can ask them questions because we want to test their spirit. Do you agree with us, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Right? So we act as if we're talking to our neighbors, okay? And then we have 7, appeal. So if either party is unsatisfied with the trial outcome, so if you don't like what the facts that the jury determined, then check it out. It says then they may choose to appeal the decision to a higher court, right? So we like to go straight to the Supreme, right? Because as one of the people, I have all political power and I run jurisdiction over all courts, right? Because I know how to put court on paper, right? And then I also know how to instruct judges because I do judicial notice too, right? So so it's fun because, we can go straight to the higher court. We like to go to the Supreme Court, right? Because I am supreme to the Supreme Court. I'm sovereign. I'm one of the people. All right. So we're done. Okay. So I just wanted to show you those were the steps to, or the outline for a lawsuit in simple terms. Okay. And that's what everybody's afraid of. And you shouldn't be afraid of it because all you're doing is putting down your claims on paper and then you get to stand on it and you get to see who has the stronger words, right? Who knows the law more, right? Do the people know the law more than their servants, right? And this is what we like to do. We like to show law. Okay, so now here's our call to action. Never let government lock you down again. Okay. This is what woke us up. This is what woke me up is the government locked down the whole world. And then they told people that they were essential. And then they told other people that they weren't essential and they destroyed businesses. And we don't like that. And that's why we say never let government lock you down again. Okay. And this is why we want to show you how to be financially free. And if you want us to show you how to do this, then you should contact us. Okay. So our information is either going to be on the screen in the description, or you can go to the profile. You can get it there. You can give us a call and you can say, hello, I never want to be locked down again. And I would also too like to be financially free. Can you help me out, my neighbor? And if you and I seem like we're going to be a good fit, then we'll talk. Okay. Then we'll talk in the private and we'll make some moves. Okay, my neighbor. All right. That's it. We're done. So now you got the 7 bits of the outline for a lawsuit. It's so simple. A dummy like me can figure it out. Okay. And then now you know what lawfare is. Lawfare is a hoax. Okay. So if anybody tries to use the tools of the people to attack other men and other women, then you need to go after the people that are trying to use the tools of the people, and you need to attack them, and you need to ask them where they're getting this power from. Okay, because I know it ain't written down in the constitutions. Okay, and then always just remember, so if you want to know what position I'm always coming from the position of my Father's business, and my Father's God, and my Father's always schooling me. So I'm always going to be using the Bible, and I'm always going to be using states' constitutions. Okay. And those are the toolkits that I have in my back pocket. Okay. And that's Breaking Bad Lawyers, Lawfare. All right. So we're going to be doing things like in episodic ways now. And then these are just confessions, and these are just talks, and these are just lessons. So I'm working on my personality now, so if you like what you're hearing and if you like what you see, right, and if you want us to show you how to be financially free, then contact us, okay? This is call to action number 2. Never let governments lock you down again, okay, my neighbor? Hit us up and let's see if you and I will be a good fit. All right, we're done. We're going to put this together. We're going to upload it. We're going to see how it flows. I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.